really nice stuff on there right now. So, other than that, we're going to get to ripping. This is your last chance to get a screenshot of this. And yeah, Eric, you said holla at the Bengals, dog. And we got a real rip here. Let's see what we can do. We didn't do too bad for you last go around. Good luck, everybody. It's that time again. And we're going right into those cellos because there's a lot of them. Good luck. I will have Inception tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a break in the afternoon with 2 of those. So it'll be our first chance to kind of get into that. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So keep an eye out on that. I don't know what your days look like tomorrow, but I'll navigate like I always do. Give you a heads up of when I'm posting it or when I'm getting on or both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, I will show all of these base cards, but I'm definitely not going to say all of their names or we'll be here forever. Good luck, everybody. This is just the beginning. How much love can be spread out before we get into all that? Why is you here with us, Sconald? I see you, Dylan Faith. This is the first one, bro. We'll go through this base, get to that silver hollow. Okay, we got behind Drew Brees start us out with a Zamir White for the Raiders. On the green is a Cade Otton for the Bucks. Stephon Diggs. Baker Mayfield. Okay, Bucks get eaten a little bit. Oh, here we go. Nice start there. Blake Corum for the Rams. We take those, Dylan Faith. DJ Moore. Bryce Young on the green fireworks for the Panthers. And a A.J. Barner for the Seahawks to get it all started out. All right, let's start building that wall back there. If you see something that you would have wanted top-loaded, it will be. Don't worry. But for the sake of this, we're not going to top-load all that stuff right now. I will put penny sleeves on it all, though, if I don't top-load it. Okay? There's just too many of them. There are too many of them. I do too, Jay Machado. He sitting him worked, or it appears to have worked to some capacity. That's a perfect. Hey, we're going to sit you and put in Andy Dalton, and Andy Dalton's going to have one great game, and it was like, okay. All right, let's get through the base. You do get all these cards, folks, but for time's sake, I'm not going to say all their names. Tyler Conklin. For the Panthers, Tommy Tremble. On the silver hollow, green Dijon Edwards for the Steelers. Herman Moore for the Lions. Okay. Kobe Turner. Sauce for the Jets. We've got a base Marvin Harrison Jr. on the prismatic. Not bad. Green, emergent. Kansas City Chiefs, Xavier Worthy. We'd certainly take those. And a Keon Coleman with a cherry on top for Jay Machado's first little D of the night. We got to start somewhere. Might as well start with a Keon Coleman, right? Okay. Okay. And there were some other good ones in there. Jets got a little sauce action. I know Mr. Soprano ain't mad at that. We'll take that. Herman Moore for the Lions. The University of Virginia. Holla, holla, holla. Dijon and Tommy. And I think Tommy's going to go ahead and get a top loader because he's going to play quite a bit this year. I got me a feeling. All right. Where Kubi's at? Where Kubi's at? There's a Michael Dean Perry chilling in the cut. Get up off of that thing. Behind Keith Byers is a silver hollow rookie for the Bengals. Chris Jenkins going to Eric. Kurt Warner on the green for the Cardinals. Reggie Wayne for the Colts. Couple legends. L'Jarius Sneed. Our rookie is Latu for the Colts. Base Roma Dunzi Portals. All right, Scotty. It's a start. Better than last night already. Dak Prescott on the hype. And a Chris Braswell for them Bucks. Yep, Dak, you got your contract, but now you got pressure. Not only did they say, okay, we'll pay you, but we're gonna make you perform, or something gonna change around these parts, mister. Colts got a little bit of love right there. Tyler, Latu, and Reggie Wayne. Sure, pops. We'll pop off with that pop. We're getting little deeds in already. Kurt Warner. That's Nunya. Chris Jenkins for the Bengals. Sorry, there's a lot of cards in these, and I'm going to get all this out to you tomorrow, so I'm going to make that as easy as possible. All right. Some more base. You like the base. You want the base. Behind Nick Bosa. Vita Vea for the Bucks. Green, Michael Pittman Jr., another Colt. T. Higgins for the Bengals. Samuel Darnold for the Vikings. Russell Wilson. Roma Dunzi on the base, emergent. Here we go. All right, brother. It's a start, Cool Kicks. On the green, prismatic, Jaden Daniels, Prism style, and Carson Steele. Oh, that's always a good sign. It just ate that penny sleeve up. That means the corners are good, the sides are good, and we're going to take that. Adam, hello, brother. A Dinzy. Dun, 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 dun. There are so many of them. It will not end. We got Kirk McGirt on the first base card. Rashad White. Silver Hollow, John Jefferson for the Chargers. Joe Namath on the green for the Jets. Okay. Chris Jones for the Chiefs. Austin Eckler. Uh-oh. Is it Dallas or is it Dallas? Dallas Turner for the Vikings. Latu on the base, fireworks. Portals, Ricky Williams for the Dolphins, and a J.J. McCarthy in the back. What? I'd be just fine with that, by the way. Don, what is up, player? Right. We got another one, Dylan. All right, get through this base here and get us to that silver hollow. Behind Christian McCaffrey. Can we get a rookie? We cannot, but it's a Lion. Aiden Hutchinson on the silver hollow. Okay. Nate Wiggins on the green for the Ravens. Andre Rison. Jordan Love. Okay. Going to Mr. Mella. Joe Horn for the Saints. Christian McCaffrey. Stephon Diggs on the green, fireworks. And a Jordan Jefferson with the beloved kid reporter chilling behind that. And we've got a whole nother row of those. Hola! Nate, and Aiden. Please be all better. Please be all better. It's the Detroit Lions. And what a team they are. T. Higgins. Some more base. Here's another base. There's a base card, and then when you turned and looked back, there was a base card. And right here behind Wes Welker is a silver hollow rookie. Jalen Wright for the Dolphins. Jared Goff on the green for the Lions. Josh Jacobs for the Packers. Packers getting a little love. Cade Otton. Malachi Corley for the Jets. On the base emergent, Jaden Daniels. On the portals, Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. And Jordan Travis. That was a little bit better one. Absolutely not, Gil. You don't get to take that from a Lions fan. Sorry. None of you know. Everybody likes an NFL team, but if you don't like the Lions, then you can't understand. You just can't. You can feel bad about how your team is and things of that nature, but unless you're a Lions fan, you don't understand. Browns are as close as it gets. Browns are as close as it gets to the Lions. Actually, it's probably starting to lean their way a little bit now that we've been winning. So, maybe one day, bro. I don't know. We probably missed our chance. And that's okay. I've had 2 very, very fun seasons. We're talking about months of fun, and I'm okay with that. We got some more base here behind Dalton Kincaid is a little bit of base and all about that base, and she's got that base. Baker Mayfield, silver hollow Vernon Davis, Rashawn Gary, Corey Dillon for the Bengals. He was nasty. Quentin Johnston, Joe Namath for the Titans on the base fireworks. It is Will Levis, J.J. McCarthy. Here we go. We'll take that, Ben. On the green fireworks, and a Byron Murphy for the Seahawks with the Kid Reporter. Appreciate those likes, Line Hunter. Very much so, my friend. Welcome to the party, JJ. And like I said, I'll take care of all these later, you guys. And I'm going to top load Vernon Davis right now. Silver Hollow Deedsman. Okay. You know we got that base. Got that base. Got that base. Base. Silver Hollow time. Adrian Peterson. Ben. Vikings showing up. Darius Slayton. Frank Gore for the Dolphins. Eddie George for the Titans. Rookie Trey Benson. J.J. McCarthy on the base. Prismatic. On the hype, Najee Harris. And a Marshawn Lloyd for the Green Bay Packers. 3 cellos remain. 3 cellos remain. That's it. That's all we got. 3. And then 2 megas and 2 hobbies. Will Frank Gore make the Hall of Fame, you think? Hey, Nimitz. Welcome back. I think you should too, Jay Machado. I'm with you. Hey, look. Hi. It's that guy again. Jamar Chase. A little bit more base. Behind the Earl Campbell Silver Hollow action, Jarrett Stidham. Green Lad McConkey. These look nice. I like those. I like that green. Derrick Henry for the Ravens. He's nasty. Rashee Rice. George Pickens. Prism Break, Jonathan Allen. We got another emergent. For the Jags this time, there's a BTJ. Holla. And an Edrin Cooper for the Pack. Kim called this out. She was like, holla at him, Primo. Do what I say, mister. Little George Pickens action. Derrick Henry. Definitely Lion Hunter. Definitely. With 2 left, I think we're probably not done yet there. This hasn't been a bad cello. I think it's gonna end with a couple of good deeds here. I hope. Like a decent Silver Hollow rookie, maybe some kind of variation, something like that, maybe. Base, some more base, and then there was a base card, and Devin Singletary. Silver Hollow action for the Broncos, Audric Estime. Montez Sweat on the green for the Bears going to Scon Dissel. Christian Gonzalez, Wesley Welker, Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. Drake May showing up for the first time tonight on the base fireworks. Dallas Turner on the Prismatic. For the Vikings, and Spencer Rattler made an appearance already, Mr. Soprano. There he is. There he is. Living the dream. I don't know, Nimitz. You never know. We haven't even gotten into we've got one cello left, and then we're going to get into the real stuff. This just does a really good job of spreading out love, and sometimes they can be absolutely insanely very, very good. They can make a break before we even get into that stuff. Which this hasn't been bad. It has spread the love around. But let's see one more deed. One more. Just one more. Got that bass, got that bass, got that bass. Silver Hollow Giant, Bobby Okereke. John Jefferson on the green for the Chargers. Micah Parsons for the Cowboys going to Mr. Mella. Tom Flores, also known as Mr. Soul Glow, going to Wise. Just let your soul glow, baby, with that oh so silky smooth. Joe Horn for the Saints. Base Emergent, Michael Penix Jr. Tua Tagovailoa on the Prism Break, and Jawhar Jordan. No little deeds in there. No little deeds. Now we're going to get into the Topps Chrome. We'll do the Donruss, and then we'll do the Hobbies, because that's what I says. Mr. Flores. We're not mad at red, white, and blue Micah Parsons either. I think the only quarterback that didn't show up, at least in some capacity, was Bo there. All right. Topps time. Dustin Jersey, Miss Pimpoloticus. What's up, dog? Empty box. Should be 7 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Why he's changing his jersey number for who? For himself? Did a number he wanted come up? Is that what it is? Somebody must have had that and now he's got it, I'm imagining. Delaney Walker, Danny White, Anthony Gould on the X-Fractor, John Elway, Ladd McConkey, Malik Neighbors, and a Braden Fist to get it all started out. He's going to be... I'm sorry that you got a jersey, bro, but number 0 is going to be nasty. Oh, Terrian gave it to him? I wonder why he wanted it. Is that what he wore in college or something? Why did he want 0? Just curious. The reasoning behind it. Neil Smith. CJ Stroud on the X-Fractor. Terrian Arnold, speak of the devil, on the Youthquake Refractor. Jatavian Sanders and Terry Bradshaw on the Refractor. Well, you give them boys whatever they want. That's why I stopped buying jerseys, to be honest. That we either lose the player or something happens. I don't buy jerseys to wear anymore. I still got Calvin and Barry and all them, so if I want to wear a jersey, I can. Larry Johnson. Oh, we got a patch. Marshawn Lloyd on the first-year fabric for the Packers. Going to Mr. Miller. Troy Aikman on the X-Fractor. Michael Vick Finesse and Blake Corum on the base. And we're going to be seeing everything in when we get that Inception tomorrow. Everything that's in there, if there's one mem per box, is going to have that on it. Player warned. Should be interesting. A little different? No. Dexter Manley. Adonai Mitchell. Okay. Ray Davis for the Bills on the X-Fractor. Bruce Matthews on the Refractor. Dallas Turner and Cade Stover for the Texans. Couple Texans showing up for you, Fred. As we work our way into them hobbies, boy. You don't ever quite know what might begin chilling up in there, right there, and right then. Anybody that got here late, I will always do a recap after this. Except for that one time when, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks back, I literally just didn't do it. I was like, all right, hey, have a good night. And I came in here and all the stuff was still sitting there. I was like, well, yeah, I definitely didn't do a recap. I think I was having something good for dinner that night. You know how a good meal is, you know. Emmett Smith, Rodney Hampton, Walter Payton. What up, Sconald on the X-Fractor. J.J. Watt all etch. Luke McCaffrey and Ben Roethlisberger. All right, Pittsburgh. We still haven't seen a numbered card out of this yet. We did hit the patch, but I think we're doing a numbered card. Eric, I don't. Shh. And J.J. Watt. Eli Manning. Tony Hill. We got another Packer. Javon Bullard. Youthquake. There's finally a bow. Chris Abrams Drain and Darren Sproles for the charges on the refractor. One more tops to go. I want to see a numbered. I wouldn't mind seeing an auto, but I don't know if we can get that with a patch. I guess anything's possible. Appreciate you, Lion Hunter. And Kim. I've seen y'all liking it a lot. Well over 20K likes. Munoz. Brian Westbrook. Ty Law for the Pats. Jason Kelsey for... All right, here we go. Numbered New England. Gil, turn your head. It might be old boy. It's Mike Vrabel. Oh, that's exactly who I meant. Out of 275 for the Patriots. J.C. Latham and Rook. I was like, this better be Mike Vrabel. All right, now on to our downtown chance. We move onward. Hey, Wonderling. Good evening, my friend. All right. A deed. A deed? I just want a deed. Hang on. I need these right here. Sorry, we're going to need these. Especially with what's getting ready to happen. Let's go ahead and get them popping, all right? Because I only have one left down there, and that just ain't going to do. No, it ain't going to do. And what I'm speaking of is the good old 55-pointer. Scotty, explain it to him. When Illusions is in play, you need them. I see people hopping in the shop. Folks, there's nothing else tonight. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon with Inception. We're going to have a good old time. And then we're going to do one tomorrow night, too. But stop by in the afternoon if you can. And see if we can get a little deed for you. Because we're going to open 2 of them janks right off the bat. Well, sometimes they do when you don't have 55 pointers. Empty box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, here we go, folks. Won't be long before this says Optic on it. Nick Bosa, Steven Davis, Steve Young, Calvin Ridley. I got excited for a second. Calvin Ridley, Trey Hendrickson, Jared Goff on the action, all pros. Pink, Tyrone Tracy for the Giants, Trey Benson, Khalil Shakir, and Eric's boy and Kim's boy, one of their favorites of all time, and I know it's true, Jeff Blake. Better than that running back y'all took, Kajana Carter. Or no. I think that's his name. KJ Osborne, Cole Kmet, Deontay Johnson, Andre Johnson. Puka on the road to the Super Bowl. Jonathan Taylor on the Vortex. Red. Jacob Cowing for the Niners, Dallas Turner, Nick Chubb, and Javonte Williams. Old Akili Smith. I think Akili Smith is what made me a Lions fan. There might have been somebody else prior to that. And there was. It wasn't Akili. It was somebody else. But it was close, dude. It was a close transition. It wasn't long after. or before. I would have been pretty young, and I abandoned them. I was like, no, I can't do this. Even at a young age. And then I picked the Lions. Brandon Cooks, James Lofton, DeForest Buckner, Travis Etienne Jr., Brandon Aubrey on the green press proof, B. John Robinson, Pink, Jonathan Brooks for the Panthers. All right. Bub Means, Monron St. Brown, Wandell Robinson, and the Kid Reporter. Come on, heat up, Mega. You don't just enough. Enough's enough. Bijan. I've opened quite a few downtowns out of this, and I got to tell you, well, I probably opened more out of the first pack than anything, but they've been in any pack. I will say that. They've been in any one of them. Trent McDuffie, Zamir White, Khalil Mack, Jared. Oh, it's a patch. I was like, what's going on? Jared Goff on the patch for the Lions. Ricky Parasol green press proof. Michael Penix Jr. on the throwback. Pink, Audric Estime, Ray Davis, Garrett Wilson, and Richard Sherman. That pack got better. Starting running backs, Michael Penix, Parasol, and a Goff patch. I mean, come on. Ricky. All right, Jared. Here, let's put you front and center. And then we're going to cover you up with somebody better, okay? Sound good, Jared? Aaron Jones. Jake Elliott, Matt Stafford, Zach Thomas, green Deontay Johnson on the press proof. That is Jeff Saturday for the Colts. Red, come on. Bucky Irving for the Bucks. Definitely take that. Going to the VA's men, Keon Coleman, Michael Wilson, and Kirk Cousins. The Buckmeister. 804. You ain't know about that 804. Let's see there, Eric. Let's see, mister. Minka, Christian McCaffrey, Cameron Jordan, Roger Werley, Myles Garrett on the green press proof. There's a brownie for about something. Cade Stover going to Fred. White hot rookies, Jaden Daniels. Okay, cool kicks. That's number 2. Jamari Thrash for the Browns. Jordan Whittington and Zay Flowers. No DT. And like I said, it won't be long till we're getting into Optic, you guys. It's soon. It's very soon. But every once in a while, you got to throw a little Donruss in there so you can try to get a downtown. It's just the right thing to do. All right, now it's time for the real stuff. Look at all those cards that are already back there. And we haven't even touched a hobby until right now. Going to football, girl. Mr. Soprano, I'll have it tomorrow. I'm going to get on and I'm going to do one in the afternoon tomorrow. It's going to have 2 in it, and then I'm going to do 1 tomorrow night. But the one tomorrow night, I'll probably just put 1 in it. The one in the afternoon, I'm going to put 2 in it so we can see what's going on with it. See what's popping. Illusions time, folks. Are we ready? And I got some better box. We should have a pretty fun weekend too. Anybody that's popping off on Saturday and Sunday morning. I'm gonna make it interesting. We're gonna have we're definitely gonna have probably 3 breaks both days. And I'm gonna keep it real fresh, where you can have a good old time with some good stuff. Okay. And we got more obsidian too, so yeah. Should be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this whole pack are very, very thick, it feels like. I'm gonna dipsy do it, and we're gonna go over here. You can see it. Empty box. Watch this one have all the autos in it. Carson Steele for the Chiefs. Zeke for the Cowboys. Christian McCaffrey for the Niners. All right, Sconald. A Dunze out of 499 for the Cowboys. And a Deebo Samuel on the Shining Stars for Mr. Tyler Hill. Ben, your boy showed up a couple of times. You just can't see him right now. We've got Jonathan Taylor. We've got Calvin Ridley. We've got Kirk Cousins. And for the Chiefs, a little Carson Steele action out of $4.99 with a CeeDee Lamb on the clutch, and that is out of $3.99. Going to Mr. Miller. It's Miller time. What y'all know about Miller time? Y'all don't know nothing about Miller time. $29 people in here at the off chance that you're not following Primo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Follow Primo. We've got Luke Musgrave, Tyreek Hill, Tyler Lockett. I think this is going to be numbered. Baker, that's 3 out of 499 in a row. And Tua on the Game Magicians, not numbered. I'm glad I switched those 2 rows out. Jamar for the Bengals. Chris Olave. Nico Collins. For the Colts, Jonathan Taylor out of 175 on the red. And Abracadabra, George Kittle going to Mr. Tyler Hill. And this is also going to Mr. Tyler Hill. We've got a BTJ for the Jags. Cortland Sutton. Darius Slayton. Out of 75 for the Seahawks, Geno Smith. And Jamar Chase on the amazing. Going to my boy Eric. Hey, it's not numbered. but it's Jamar Chase with the word amazing at the top of the card. Holla! Welcome back, football girl. Well, we got some goodies to get into here. I think every pack's got something in it. Or should. All right, here we go. Chris Godwin. We got a Bosif Nix for the Bronx. Ramondre Stevenson for the Pats. For the Rams, dual patch, rookie idols, Eric Dickerson, Blake Corum going to my boy Dylan Faith. Not bad, bro. And a numbered Illusionists pink, Marvin Harrison Jr. out of 399. And that is Nunya. It's a good pack. Excellent pack. Excellent pack. And Bo is in there. This has got to be an auto, I think. The card. Well, maybe not, but that card's thick. Adonai Mitchell. Bobby the Hitman Wagner. Malik Neighbors for the G-Men. And on the auto, well, if it isn't old Yancey Thigpen for the Steelers, Elusive Ink, and that is 36 out of 75. That's going to Arkham. And a Jamar Chase Abracadabra, not numbered. It kind of looked like it might have been, but there he is again. Yancey's showing up this year. Yeah, old Yancey's showing up this year. Now, these cards are definitely thicker, so we need this. Yep, he's just a little bit. It's got to be that way. I'm always going to put him in the one that, even though it's a little bit more, a little bit bigger, I'm always going to put them in that because it protects your card better. I'm going to go jam it down into something that it doesn't want to do. And sometimes I think the large penny sleeve is involved in that too, to be honest. I think the abrasion of the more plastic in there makes it to where it doesn't want to go into the one that it actually fits in. You know, I don't know about that, Gil. I don't know about that. I don't think so. Maybe. CJ Stroud, Jalen Wright, Mike Evans for the Bucks. For the Chargers, Brendan Rice on the on-card rookie signs out of 240, 53 out of 240. And Tyler. Nice, bro. George Kittle, last on print. 10 out of 10 on the amazing. Nice. He's a Niners fan, so he's going to like that one. I like that one. Indeed, my friend, indeed. 10 out of 10. Well, I bet you do, Mr. Wiggins. How are you tonight, brother? Oh, I'm doing good, man. We're rolling right into we should have a patch and an auto left in this, and then we're getting into box number 4 of that Obsidian out of the case. I'm ready to get a little deed in. Tajay Spears, Derek Henry, Aaron Ledges. For the Panthers on the RPA, out of 249, 84 out of 249. We take those. We want those. Jay Machado. And a Josh Jacobs on the Abracadabra. A lot of abracadabras in this box. Probably the most I've seen. This is the Machado. Let's do this. These cards are so soft, you guys. If you try, as I said before, if you try to take them out when you have them, be careful. And this should be a mem. Tyler, that card's nasty. Troy Franklin for the Broncos. Jahmyr Gibbs, Ricky Parasol for the Niners. Bro, oh boy. For the Pops, Peyton Manning, Anthony Richardson, dual patch, Deja Vu, and another Abracadabra, Travis Kelce. And it's Obsidian time, folks. Call it out. This is your last chance. It's either you get a deed here or Primo's throwing something in extra for you, so... Lead and Brass, you know that Cool Kicks has the Commanders, right? I just want to make sure that you know that. And we can certainly pull a JD. He's not. It would have been right here, Tyler. It would have been right down here. Plus, the patches probably would have been a little bit different colors. There might have been at least one of these would have been dual color or something if it's numbered. I know Lead and Brass. I know he is. I just want to make sure. That's all. I'm being double sure. Like that box felt a little heavy there. Good luck, everybody. I'll do a recap at the end. And I don't know what your guys' afternoon looks like, but you know where you can find Inception if you got a little time on your hands. I'll say that much. Out of a fresh case. Because I got the whole case. Empty box. It does, Eric. Yes, it does. Here we go with the glitter. Kimberly. All right, good luck, everybody. Well, we're starting out with a Colt. Peyton Manning showing up tonight, folks, on the base card here. We'll take it. Hey, how about that? Jamar Chase for the Bengals out of 75. 19 out of 75 going to Eric. I know he'll take that. Will Shipley for the Eagles on the RPA. And that is out of 75. That's going to Kersaxon. Bro, something finally, kind of a deceptively decent patch there out of 75. What is this? Oh, not the Mander we wanted, but the Mander you got. Ben Sinnott out of 299. Oh, not the Mander we wanted, but the Mander you got. Ben Sinnott out of 299 for the Commanders. Oh, boy. For the Chiefs. I don't know if this is numbered or not. Solar Swatches, Patty Mahomes. It is not numbered. Not numbered. For the Dallas Cowboys, going to Mr. Miller, CeeDee Lamb, two excellent Solar Swatches patches right there. And our last card of the night is a TJ Watt, Jack Lambert, And that is out of 50. So 2 good patches. Senate was not super exciting, but 2 good patches. Jamar Chase and a little deed for the Steelers at the end. Fred, I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna do a recap of all this, you guys, and you guys know where to find me tomorrow. If you didn't do well, don't worry about it. You know I'm going to take care of you, so it's going to be all right. Some of you did just fine, which I like very much. Also, this is the last thing I'm going to leave to everybody in here. I have 4 boxes of this left, and I have not pulled any kind of SSP or true case hit yet. So based off of what I've opened so far, 3 of those 4 boxes are definitely worth getting into, and I'll just leave it. I'll leave it at that. Thank you, Chris Saxon. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate all of you. I'm sure I'll see some of you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. Mr. Senate. I know that's not the commander we wanted. Lead and Brass. Cool kicks, but it's the one we got. Nunya, appreciate you hopping in, bro. Good to see you again. Have a good night, Jay Machado, the Deed Master. Appreciate you, bro. And a lot of these are taking the big penny sleeves. All of them, basically. Sconnell, the Bears didn't treat you too great again. Sorry about that. Nice Jamar Chase here, bro. I was trying to look at it earlier. It looked like you might have had a little bit of wax on him, but I think that might have just been me looking through the camera. I don't see it now. And a base Peyton Manning. All right, recap. And we got quite a few cards here, so let's get after it. They must have jammed all the crazy cards at the bottom of the case, because all that's left down there's the 4. Look at all these. I don't imagine a whole lot of people did too terribly, but I'll see it a lot clearer when I sort it. But I got a whole stack over here that needs top loading too, that I didn't do. So y'all did all right for the most part. Gil, no case hit. No case hit. I've got 4 left, bro. And you've seen enough Obsidian now, and I've opened enough of it. That means 3 of those 4 boxes, if not all 4, should be having some real stuff going on in there. We're going to find out, though. I'll tell you that. And we'll have Inception. So, going to be interesting. Going to be a little fun this weekend. Stop on by if you got the time. You might see a deed or 2. You never quite know. All right. I got a pretty big recap to do here. So, Sauce Gardner, Marvin Harrison Jr., A.J. Barner, Herman Moore, Baker Mayfield, Keon Coleman, Xavier Worthy, Cade Otton, Blake Corum, Bryce Young, Ladd McConkey, Eddie George, J.J. McCarthy on the Green Fireworks, Josh Jacobs, Terrion Arnold, Tua Tagovailoa, Audric Estime, Drake May, Spencer Rattler, George Pickens, Adrian Peterson, J.J. McCarthy, Vernon Davis, Malachi Corley, Jaden Daniels, Aiden Hutchinson, Jordan Love, Joe Horn, Joe Namath on the green. See, those just look good. Look at that. Probably not worth a ton. Maybe you get it graded and get a little something for it, but those just look good. J.J. McCarthy, Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy, Ricky Williams. Bears didn't do you no favors tonight again, Scotty. I'm sorry. Roma Dunze, Kurt Warner, Jaden Daniels, Reggie Wayne, Jordan Travis, Latu, Dak Prescott, CJ Stroud, Ray Davis, Malik Neighbors, Michael Penix Jr., Jonathan Brooks, Mike Vrabel out of 275, Ray Davis, Puka Nacua, Bo Nix, Jonathan Taylor, Walter Payton on the X-Fractor, Cade Stover, Troy Aikman, Blake Corum, Cade Stover, Terry Bradshaw, Micah Parsons, Christian Gonzalez, Derrick Henry, Frank Gore, Jared Goff, Nate Wiggins, Jamari Thrash, Michael Penix Jr., Audric Estime, B. John Robinson, Javon Bullard, Adonai Mitchell, Bruce Matthews, Ben Roethlisberger, Marshawn Lloyd on the first-year fabric patch, Joe Horn, Bucky Irving, Jared Goff patch, Jason Kelsey, and Ty Law. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Illusionist out of $3.99. Out of $4.99, Rome Odunze, Jaden Daniels, Keon Coleman, Jamar Chase, Bo Nix, Geno Smith out of 75, George Kittle, Tua Tagovailoa, Deebo Samuel, Ricky Parasol, Jonathan Taylor out of 175, Baker Mayfield out of $4.99, CeeDee Lamb Clutch out of $3.99. Myles Garrett, Yancey Thigpen out of 75 Elusive Ink for the Steelers. Adonai Mitchell, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., Dual Patch, Eric Dickerson, and Blake Corum on the Rookie Idols. Amazing Jamar Chase, Abracadabra, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Wright, Travis Kelce on the Abracadabra, Brendan Rice, RPA for the Chargers out of 240. Troy Franklin, Ricky Parasol, amazing George Kittle, and that is a bookend 10 out of 10. Xavier Legate on the first impressions, and that is out of 249. Dual patch, Deja Vu, Anthony Richardson, and Peyton Manning for the Colts. Solar Swatches patch, Patty Mahomes, Will Shipley RPA out of 75 for the Eagles. Jack Lambert and TJ Watt out of 50. That's pretty cool. Arkham's going to like that. CeeDee Lamb, Solar Swatches. Ben Sinnott out of 299. Peyton Manning base. And a Jamar Chase out of 75. 19 out of 75 on the silver. All right, all you wonderful people. Kimberly, you have a great evening. Dylan, chilling like a villain. You guys, I'll be back on in the afternoon. I'll navigate it with my bubble like I always do, let you guys know what's going on. So we'll see what's popping. I'll make it interesting. I'll try to make it easy to get in that first one in the afternoon too, so maybe we can get it ripped quick. But you never quite know. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Have a good rest of your night. And imagine I'll see at least a couple of you tomorrow. Okay? Good night.